Gon put everything on the line to vanquish Neferpitou. But did he really lose his Nen forever? Gon ultimately encountered Neferpitou near the end of Hunter x Hunter's Chimera Ant arc. Gon's fury erupted after finding that his dear buddy and father figure Kite had already died. He created a Nen Pact, which allowed him to vanquish Pitou. However, the cost of this power was Gon's potential. He sacrificed his future for the sake of the here and now. Gon's life energy was dwindling on his deathbed. Only Nanika, a creature from the Dark Continent who possessed Killua's sister Aluka, was able to save him from the repercussions of his pledge, while his contract plainly stated that he was trading his future Nen and potential for fleeting power. Hunter x Hunter always leaves space for the mystical unknown. This begs the question, did Gon really lose his Nen? A closer examination of the narrative reveals a solution. What is the meaning of Nen in Hunter x Hunter? To comprehend Gon's dilemma, you must first understand Nen and how Hunter x Hunter contracts are established. Nen adapts to the user's goals, strengths, and desires since it is a mental system built on the user's uniqueness. As a consequence, a Nen user can increase the total potency of a single skill by reducing other features, focusing all energy to one region. For example, if a Nen user makes a deliberate determination to exclusively use their power against one person and adheres to it, that talent will get stronger. These restrictions are known as limitations, and swearing to abide by them forms the basis of the contract. A stringent limitation indicates the user's alertness, and hence their ability. Limitations, on the other hand, are not always favorable. They are also considered liabilities, and the user's fate is unknown. The viewer is exposed to this notion throughout the New York arc by Kurapika as he develops his Nen ability. Kurapika, like Gon, harbored a great deal of hatred and desired to avenge his kin. Kurapika signed a contract agreeing to exclusively utilize his unique ability, Judgment Chain, against Phantom Troop members. This is due to their involvement in the Kurta clan slaughter. If these conditions are not met, he will exchange his life and insert a Nen dagger into his heart. In Hunter x Hunter, how did Gon lose his Nen? As previously stated, Gon made a Nen contract in order to amass enough strength to fight Neferpitou. The main difference between Gon's and Kurapika's contracts is that Gon not only puts his life in danger, but he also willfully gives away all of his Nen. Because the contract's price was a trade rather than a possible punishment, he grew enormously powerful. Gon's abilities are limited. Thus he offered up his life and Nen, famously proclaiming, "I don't care if this is the end, I require greater power." Nen exorcists are similarly unable to undo the contract's consequences. Mangaka Togashi, on the other hand, took the creative license of introducing a Deus Ex Machina. This story element swiftly and unexpectedly solved an apparently intractable situation. According to all credible accounts, Gon should have perished as stipulated in his contract. As a result, the reader might expect the plot to take more unexpected twists. The anime concluded shortly after Aluka recovered Gon and never mentions his Nen's present state. However, the manga's continuation handled this perplexing scenario. Gon parted ways with Jing and the others after recuperating during the election arc, returning to Whale Island. While he maintains contact with Jing, it is evident that he is no closer to being a father than he was previously. Did Gon reclaim his Nen? Jing was contacted by Gon after he discovered he could no longer detect his aura. He expressed alarm, believing that he had misplaced his Nen. Jing corrected him, noting that Gon had not lost his Nen because Nen existed in all living things. Gon, on the other hand, has lost his capacity to control and utilize his Nen as he once did. Jing gave Gon some advice, telling him that he should be glad that he's returned to normal and can now find out what he wants in life. Jing gave no instructions on how to get there, so Gon will have to figure it out for himself. Gon voiced his dissatisfaction to Aunt Mido when their talk concluded. He achieved his aim of locating Jing, but he found him to be a letdown. Aunt Mido informed him that he had missed more than a year of school while he was away. Gon, who isn't exactly a bookworm, is dissatisfied with his current situation, which shows a lot about him. The audience will recall that Gon and Killua had to study Nen in less than 24 hours when they originally began their training. Wing began training by forcing their nodes open, which was dangerous. Furthermore, they utilized several shortcuts, completing years of training in a fraction of the time. This is in stark contrast to Zushi's slow-paced training, during which he was not permitted to utilize his Nen during bouts in Heaven's Arena. Similarly, Killua had been subjected to rigorous assassin training since he was a kid, whereas Gon had grown up with no structure. He is accustomed to a great lot of freedom. Thus, he lacks their discipline. Gon struggles to obey the rules and is always searching for methods to get past them. This has aided him throughout the series, allowing him to advance at a quick speed, but it ultimately caught up with him. Some supporters believe Gon's adventure has come to an end because he has lost his Nen abilities, but removing Gon would mean losing the heart of the series. He has good intentions and really cares about others to the point of being blind. Given the harshness of the Hunter x Hunter universe, Gon's multiple obstacles are understandable. When the story resumes, Gon's character development should focus on his redemption via humility and hard work. There will be no shortcuts this time, and Gon will be the better for it. After all, Hunter x Hunter is a coming-of-age narrative. Perhaps Gon will evolve into a different type of hero, and his genuine heroic power will be shown once he loses everything and discovers himself as a person. This will add much-needed dimension to his character, who had hitherto placed his worth only in his strength. Gon can finally mature in the absence of this strength.